Get ready for a transformative journey into the world of beauty and entrepreneurship as we chat with Annemarie Greene, a licensed esthetician. Annemarie shares her inspiring journey from the mortgage industry to master lash stylist, offering insights into what it's like to be your own boss, the ever-evolving beauty industry, and how she's expanding her horizons with clean skincare products. This is Career Chats with Katie and Robin.
Welcome, Annemarie. We are so excited to meet you and have you on Career Chats today.
Thank you for having me today.
To begin, why don't you just tell us what you do and what does a typical day on the job look like?
Yeah, so I actually own my own business. I am a solopreneur, I guess you could say, and I mainly offer eyelash extensions. I work in a small office and take clients here throughout the day. Typically, I will show up maybe 15, 20 minutes before my first client, and I look through my schedule and get everything ready to go for each one. And then I typically like to schedule out some time in between my clients for cleaning or grabbing a bite to eat or something like that. And then I see all my clients, we rebook them for their next appointment after that, and then clean up and head home. I also try really hard. I'm not that great at it, but I try hard to also put content out there on social media. And I do have a lot of followers out there too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
About how many clients do you have on a typical day?
A normal day is probably around 4. A busy day would be like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good.
So how did you find yourself in this job? What was the journey that brought you here?
Kind of funny, actually. My previous career path was in the mortgage industry. I left college because I didn't like it. Didn't know what I wanted to major in, none of that. And I told my parents, I was like, I just want to work and like figure out what I want to do. And my mom's been in the mortgage industry her whole career. So I got a job as a receptionist at a mortgage company. And then I just kind of worked my way around in different positions within the industry. I ended up in sales roles at the end. And then the market crashed back in 2007, 2008 time, around there. And I was burned out anyways. And so I was like, well, gosh, I'd really rather do something a lot more fun than something so stressful. I actually went back to waiting tables. And then I decided, well, why don't I go work at a hair salon and see if I want to do that? Because that was interesting to me. So I did that and decided, nah, I don't want to do hair all day. But I was going out and just checking out beauty schools and asking about what programs they have. And I learned about aesthetics, which is skincare mainly. And so I decided to go to school for that.
Okay.
And then after that, I actually worked at a waxing spa first. Waxing was my first love.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that for a couple of years at least. I learned that I am more of a entrepreneur and needed to work for myself. So knew I had that in me. I didn't know how to do that or how to go about that. So I just went back to what I knew, which was mortgages. And I did that for a little over a year. Then I quit that again. And then I saved up money and started my own business and was working basically as a solo person again. And I actually started out my business as a waxing business. Then I had so many people where I was, and they were all asking me, what are these eyelash extensions all about?
Mm-hmm.
And this was 12 years ago. And I was like, I don't know, let me check into it. So I checked into it, and then I bought a little kit and played around with it and watched the little video. And then I started practicing on a couple of friends of mine. And then I thought, well, I should probably get like hands-on training for this. And since I had my aesthetics license through the state of Indiana, I could just go and take a class through any accredited lash company that was offering lash classes and courses. So that's what I did. And it just kind of took off from there. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Such a flexible, adaptable journey. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we love a career switcher on the show. We love to highlight that.
Yes.
So, okay, tell us a little bit more though about the training for that.
Yeah. So schooling is a lot shorter for estheticians. I think I was in school for anywhere between 5 to 6 months.
Okay.
I started out as a part-time student and then switched to full-time because I just wanted to get it done and go out there and start my career. To be a hairstylist, I believe that program is closer to like a year and a half.
Okay.
And there's way more things involved in hair than you would ever imagine. That's why our program is a lot shorter. They also offer a nail tech program as well. Basically, going to a beauty school and taking their aesthetics program prepares you to take the state board exam to get your license. And then really the best training is once you get out of school and go work somewhere that interests you. There's plenty of different options. As an esthetician as to what you can do with that license. You could go to a medical aesthetics office and learn under them and become what they call medical esthetician. Typically, what that person would do is work more with doing chemical peels, working with clients who have had other procedures done by a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon. And they typically are not entrepreneurs. They work underneath like a doctor's office and work inside a doctor's office.
Okay.
And then there's a spa atmosphere, and they offer more calming, relaxing facials. You can also do stronger things like chemical peels. And then I went the route of doing waxing, which is
Not relaxing.
not relaxing, but I try to make it as relaxing as possible. That was more my speed because I like to talk to people and I like to interact with people. And a calming spa facial was just not my gig. Waxing was a lot more fun for me, and it's instant gratification. You know, you wax that hair off, it's gone. You have pretty skin. It's like, oh,
You did it.
yeah. Then, of course, there's eyelashes now, too, which, as far as I know, I don't believe that they are doing that training in aesthetics.
Oh.
So you have to go through an aesthetics program, get your license. Then you go out and take a course. They changed the regulations on this around a year ago right now. I think it was a year ago, October. And you have to go through I believe it's either 40 or 45-hour training course. So you have to go through a company or a school specifically for eyelash training. The other thing that they changed last year, which is now you don't have to have an aesthetics license or a cosmetology license to be able to take the lash course and become a lash stylist.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Is that going to be state specific though? So like that's what changed for Indiana, but other states still might have other processes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's also the beauty industry in general.
Right.
To become a hairstylist or an esthetician or a nail tech or any of that, that's going to be state specific. So if I were to want to move out to, say, Colorado or something like that, I would have to contact the state and find out what their requirements are to be an esthetician. It's possible I might have to go back to a school and get additional hours or something like that.
Perfect.
So what's your favorite part about the work you do? And we always have to ask, what's your least favorite part?
I'll start with my least favorite part. Get that out of the way.
End on a happy note. I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah, my least favorite part is bookkeeping. It is not my forte. I'm not good at it. I don't stay on top of it. So I hire that out.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I have a person that does my bookkeeping, and all I have to do is send her my bank statements and my credit card statements, and then she does all the rest in my QuickBooks account.
Nice.
Yeah. And then she gets everything ready for my CPA, and then I just shoot it off to my CPA and say, okay, everything's ready to go on my QuickBooks account. And then they just, do it all for me. I would say my favorite part is, for one, the flexibility of my schedule, because I am self-employed and I can control my own schedule. So if something comes up with a family member, I can rearrange my day, or I can plan that ahead and close my books off so no one can schedule on that day or something like that. My other one is probably just building relationships with my clients and getting to know them so well. And most of my clients that have been with with me for quite a few years. So I've seen their kids grow up. I've seen their kids get married. Their kids having babies. Like, that's such fun stuff.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's definitely one of my favorite things. And then of course too, one of the reasons I really liked getting into the beauty industry in the beginning was I like to help people feel better about themselves. And so offering a service, especially like eyelash extensions, helping their appearance and helping them feel and look better on a daily basis.
Awesome. And I feel like the lash thing is like really taken off lately.
It has.
I never heard of it 12 years ago. I was shocked when you said 12 years ago because I would never knew anybody that did that. But now it's more popular.
Yeah, way popular.
What kind of personalities do you think would thrive in like the day-to-day work environment?
That's what's great about the aesthetic industry in general. There's lots of different personality types that can thrive. If you have more of a personality type where you like structure and you like to know, okay, I'm going to go in at this time every day and leave at that time every day or close to it, you're going to thrive in more of a medical aesthetic setting or even a spa setting. For me, I like some structure in my life, but I do like to change it up. I like to do different things and I don't like monotony. I don't like the same thing day in and day out. So it really does lend to many different personality types.
I love that. So what would you tell someone who is thinking about entering the field?
Definitely research the different areas that you're interested in. Medical, spa, being your own boss. Talk to people that are in the industry in those different areas. I have personally helped some ladies after they've been out of school and they're working somewhere and they want to go off on their own.
That's great.
So I've actually been like a mentor to them, I guess. And that's a lot of fun for me too. I really love doing that. But yeah, I would say just do your research. Don't worry about where you go to school. Everyone's always like, what's the best school? I would say don't worry about it because all school is doing for you is preparing you to take that state board exam. Kind of do your research and figure out what your personality type is like. But it's a great field to be in no matter which area you're in.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you think that there's going to be more or less opportunities for people with this work?
Oh, I would say definitely more opportunity. People are more aware of health and wellness these days. And our skin is our largest organ in our body. There's more and more and more things coming out. I swear every year, like I can't even keep up with all the skincare techniques and things out there. I always learn fun things from my clients and I'm like, ooh, I need to go have that done. So I would say definitely more opportunity.
Again, I just love your journey to this. I love how many twists and turns there were along the way, because I think a lot of people have career paths that are similar, right? We think everyone is so like you graduate high school and you know exactly what's next. And that's just not the case for so many people. But I'm curious, as a business owner, do you have any next steps that you're hoping to take?
I am not where I want to be forever. I don't know if it's age or, you evolve as a person. So I have an interest in candles and body butter and clean products. That was one of the reasons why I got into this next phase or this next venture. I started creating clean, non-toxic body butters about a year and a half ago-ish. And then I also started creating non-toxic, clean burning candles to go with those. So I launched my candle business recently and I've already got a couple parties lined up. I sell them here at my spa. What I would really like to do with that too is to take those products out to salons and spas and talk to them and share it with them. I could either do something on like a wholesale level where we label it with their business name on it, or we could do something where it's just my product and my name, and then they just buy it from me and then sell it on their shelves.
Nice.
Oh, that is so fun.
Love a good body butter too. So
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so beyond getting paid, what benefits do you think there really are by working in the esthetician career path?
Love my flexibility. Also enjoy being able to try different things because I don't have a boss and I don't have like a company who says, you can't do this, you can't do that, and whatever. So I can try different things. I get bored easily. I know that about myself. So that's fun for me. And then really my clients. I love my clients. I love keeping up with them and their lives and watching them evolve, helping them with different things too.
Love that. Well, is there anything else that you would want our listeners to know about becoming an esthetician or the industry or being your own boss?
Definitely, it's a great industry to be in. No matter what the economy is doing, the beauty industry is always thriving. People always want to feel better about themselves. Even when my clients have lost a job or, something economically is different, they're still coming to me religiously. Don't skip a beat. I would say it's definitely something that is ever evolving, ever changing. If you get bored easily like me, there's always something new coming out that you can try out. There's so many options. There's just so many different things you can do in the field.
Well, I found this whole interview very enlightening. Thank you for being here today. This was so great, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks so much for having me. It was fun.
Career Chats is hosted by Katie Huddleston and Robin Coney. Show notes and guest info can be found on our website, careerchats.show. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd love you to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. Until next time, stay curious.